Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video going over this tweet about the events that will be releasing during the month of July and what exactly you should look out for and how to prepare for them. You can go ahead and use the chapters down below to jump to the start date of every banner and event if one of them caught your eye. Our first item on the list is the new trainee and support cards coming tomorrow, July 2nd and lasting until July 10th. Starting off with Mihono Bourbon, she's a medium turf frontrunner who has stat bonuses to strength and stamina. Her unique skill increases her speed during the final straight and gains a slight boost if she has held the first position the entire time. While not a weak Uma, this is not something that I would say that is a must pull. Just like my advice for all the other Umas in the game, if you like her design and character, go ahead and try and pull on her. Moving over to the support cards, we'll look at the SSR first. Twin Turbo is a speed card that greatly amplifies the effect of mood when training together. This is that 20% that you get from a great mood. I wouldn't say this is a must-pull supporter card, mainly because it doesn't have much of a specialty priority, sitting at 35% even at max limit break. As one of the weaker SSR speed cards, a max limit break SR speed card would probably do you better than pulling for this. The skills that it has is suited for a front runner, but they're not that coveted. Also, being 2 weeks before Kitasan Black does it no favors. The SR rate up card is Daitaku Helios, a power supporter. There isn't much to say, power cards are just inherently weak as you usually be gaining the stats in it when you're training speed. Most decks only situationally run a power card, and for the skills that they carry that this card does not provide. Moving on to the next item on the list, we have the introduction of the Legend races. When an Uma Musume's real-life counterpart makes an impact on a specific race, they are enshrined in this event. Starting on July 6th, the first Legend race we will have consists of El Condor Pasa, Special Week, and Simboli Rudolph at the Japanese Cup, a 2,400-meter medium turf race. In this event, you will race against these Umas with their specs listed on the screen. The key reward is the corresponding Uma Musume's star fragment from defeating the Legend. This is practically the only way to collect large quantities of the Uma, other than pulling from the gacha, so try and prepare for it. There will also be a trophy reward in the shape of the shoes worn by the legendary Uma Musume, given upon winning the race that will be put in the trophy room. This event will span for 9 days, 3 days per Uma, and you are given 3 challenges a day, for a total of 9 opportunities to race against each legendary Uma Musume. Looking at the legendary Uma stats, you should shoot for around 800 speed, 700 stamina, and 600 power, with a proficiency in turf and medium to try and win. These stats are around what you should have, but even I don't believe this is a guaranteed win, so I will be training more. Keep in mind that you cannot enter your Uma if it is the same. For example, against Simboli Rudolph, you cannot use Simboli Rudolph. This event does give rewards no matter what, so do not be afraid to enter the event, even if you don't have a strong Uma. For getting first in all 9 races, you get 88 star pieces, with the minimum if you place poorly being 51. It is not possible to obtain a full Uma from just one Legend race, since it takes 150 to create a 3-star. In the future, we'll be introduced to daily Legend races that allows you to get 1 piece per day, and the trophy associated with a legendary Uma. After all that information dumping I just did, let's move back to the gacha. For July 10th through July 22nd, we have Biwa Hayahide, a medium and long turf pace chaser with stat bonuses to wisdom and guts. Her unique skill is fairly easy to trigger and strengthens her ability to finish first after the final corner. Not a must-have, but once again, if you like her design or need a medium and turf pace chaser, do what you want. The SSR supporter card, Medriel Palmer, is simply not worth pulling. There's almost no need to pad guts to a high amount, and her skills are mediocre. If you really wanted a guts card, Haru Urara's welfare card from the friendship points will serve you enough if for some reason you need it. The Wisdom SR card is also not needed because of the poor stats and mediocre skills. For July 16th, the only thing you should think about is Kitasan Black. For some reason, Cygames padded the stats on this card to some insane numbers, making her a staple in your deck for at least a year. Her gold skill, Arcline Professor, is disgusting since it can trigger at any corner. With constant rainbows and this great universal gold skill, no other supporter comes close to this. I personally only recommend pulling for her if you have the 30 carats saved up for a spark, but because of this accelerated schedule, that might have been a tall order. The reason I advocate for a single copy of this card is because of a future update that will introduce limit break crystals that are farmable from events. The supporter will be rerun in about 6 to 7 months with a higher rate, so don't worry about it too much. You can also always just look for a whale that has this max limit break to borrow. When the rerun happens during the next scenario, do try and get your own copy so you're not forced to use up your friend slot on the support card permanently. On the other hand, we have Satano Diamond, the other SSS card. This stamina card is fairly similar to Super Creek, but gives higher gain in guts in terms of stats. However, the main problem is that the gold skill, Will of Steel, is not as consistent as Arc Maestro, so you will probably not use this card as much. If you pull this as your rate up, I'm sorry, but you just got completely scammed. Other than the support banner, we have the 2 Uma units that you can pull. The anime collab Mejiro McQueen and the anime collab Tokai Teho. There isn't much to say about these two. Pull it if you like the costume design. Also on this day, we will be introduced to the story event Brand New Friend. This event will work exactly like the previous event, Dashing to Your Dreams, with a bingo card and gathering event points. With no spoilers, these 8 episodes will revolve around Kitasan Black and her friendship with Satano Diamond. Tokai Teho and Mejiro McQueen, as well as Nice Nature, will make an appearance. The welfare card granted from this event will be this Nice Nature card, and this Uma's name that I can never pronounce correctly. Both of them are pretty worthless. Finally, after the Kitasan Black Mania, to end off the month of July, we have a new Uma, Kurin-chan, on July 27th. She will also make an appearance in the Legend race along with King Halo, Taiki Shuttle, and Sakura Bakushin. This is a 1200 meter short turf sprinters run. Their stats are pretty high, but after Kitasan Black, you should be able to trade an Uma to beat them. The 2 supporter cards are an SSR Wisdom and an SR Power. Neither of them are remarkable, so I do not suggest you waste your carrots on these. This should finish all my thoughts on the July release schedule. Most likely, we will get other smaller events and missions throughout the month that this tweet does not cover for some carrots and other items. On screen now is my video explanation of the trophy room where you can get over 9,000 carrots to use for these banners. Thank you for watching. See you next time.